button with the question.
Thank you for your time. My name is Mladen. I'm from Croatia, and many of my friends who live in Croatia, they don't know what is going on in Sweden and England with grooming gangs and everything. So I'm being informing them, and when they read, they are shocked, and they actually can't believe because media is not telling them anything what is going on. And there is one question they keep asking me, and I don't know if I answer it well, because I'm telling them that left and the media is for this immigration, for everything that is happening in Europe, and they keep telling me, like, yeah, but what do they get for it? It's like, why are they doing it? It's like they're inviting people and they're raping and taking the money. It's like, what do they get in return?
Well, another terrible question.
Sorry.
Got to get better quality of question. I mean,
so sorry.
Look, it's an amazing question. And it's sort of unanswerable. It's a rhetorical question in a way. I have, among my arsenal of not very politically correct points I make in this book, I mention slightly tongue-in-cheek that it seems that in a country like Britain, the current state of the agreement is that we've got a bit more gang rape and beheading than we used to have, but on the plus side there's a wider range of cuisine, so who's to call? I mean, I say it flippantly, but there is something in this, is that you have to work out where the benefits stop accruing, if there are benefits. And this is what I describe as the myth of more is always better. For instance, the first person from a culture you have never met before is going to bring you something. No doubt about that. Do the next 100 people bring 100 times more of that? Or the next 1,000 or the next 1,000,000? Or is there a point where you go, we've kind of got that. Thank you. Now, we don't have an answer to that. And that leads me, very quickly to another point which I should have made earlier, but which is the myth that still exists, for instance, as far as I can see in this country, which is that you recognize in this country that there's a big difference between people from, or some difference between people from Norway and people from Denmark and people from Sweden, and you make jokes about each other and you say, oh, yeah, there's a totally different car, they have this thing and this is so weird, and they're like, but you pretend that like sub-Saharan Africans, there's no difference from you. And I don't know, I mean, like, some of the differences will be exaggerated and some will be not, but it's a strange thing to simultaneously hold in your head. And I'm very worried. We'll have one more question. I'm very worried about this question because I think everyone is bubbling along. Yeah, I think people are thinking that. Sorry, but exactly what is it we get from this? And I have this with... At the moment you can express this about the terrorist attacks. What exactly did we get from the Abedi family, who we gave asylum to from Libya? What exactly did they bring us that was so damn good over 22 years that it makes up for them producing a suicide bomber? You know? What did we get from the guy we gave asylum to from Pakistan in the 90s before he went on to slit women's throats on London Bridge? Was he just really creative in the years between? Did he add masses of culture